Good day. My name is Ty Woods. I'm the Executive Director for Artportunity Knocks, and I wanted to share some exciting news with you guys, your parents. We have two scholarship opportunities available for you to drop your children off to one of our Learning Pod locations. Just to give you a quick background of what a Learning Pod is so that you'll know what you're signing up for. So, a Learning Pod is a small location pretty much dedicated to the ongoing supervision and education enrichment of your child while they're doing virtual learning with their school, but you can go back to work or get a break. I'm a parent too, so I know what you guys are going through. So, just a little bit about what the scholarships are. The first one is through the Department of Early Care and Learning. Many of you may know about DECAL because you have CAPS or you have had it in the past. The one thing about CAPS is that it's really easy to apply for it right now. So if you haven't, go ahead and go on your gateway and apply for CAPS. If you feel like you will not qualify for CAPS, the other program is called SOLVE. So this is like a temporary CAP situation. If you have not applied for SOLVE, SOLVE will allow for your child to be in attendance with us or any other daycare, licensed daycare facility that will accommodate school age kids. They will be able to attend for a full day and the state will pay for it. So we have the link to the Solve application on opportunityknocks.org. Now, what I'm talking about today is Solve. Now, Solve is for parents who have not been approved for CAPS. If you have CAPS or you think you can qualify for CAPS, then there's a different conversation that I need to have with you. Number one, I need to make sure you have the most up-to-date rate sheet to upload in the gateway. You can find that on opportunityknocks.org/programs, and I will show you where to find the CAPS rate sheet. We have CAPS rate sheets for the campus over at Atlanta Heights, the campus over by Greenbrier, and the campus over in Smyrna off of South Cobb Drive. Those three locations are eligible to receive CAPS. So if you have CAPS, you can immediately go on Gateway, enter our information from the CAPS rate sheet, then go back to opportunityknocks.org, register your child, which is a quick, easy format. It's not like if you've been in our program before, we got 20,000 pages of forms. It's not like that. Go on, register your child, and you can bring them the next day. We have an agreement with CAPS right now that we can just basically, once you show us that you have made the change or made the upload into the system, we can actually call CAPS and get that expedited. So that's for all of you who already have CAPS or who have been on CAPS and maybe you allowed it to expire because the school's been out. Want to get you right on it to get it back turned on because schools are estimated to return back on January 18th. Okay. Now, for Solve, these are for working parents. Maybe you make a little bit too much for CAPS, but Solve increased the income cap. So if you didn't qualify for CAPS because of income, you may qualify for Solve. And that's who I'm talking to. Hopefully, you guys know the difference between the two by now. And what I want to do is make sure that you have the information you need to move forward so we can get your kids registered and in tomorrow. Okay. Lastly, let's say you apply for CAPS, decline. Apply for Solve, decline. There have been a ton of donations given to our organization for kids to apply for scholarships and attend our online and in-person programming. So if for some reason you have been declined by both CAPS and Solve, there is still an option for you, and that is the fact that we do have our own scholarship. That is located on our website at opportunityknocks.org/programs/scholarships. So you'll see that. I'm going to show you right now. All right. Well, I was going to show you this here. I got to go here. Okay, here's our website, opportunityknocks.org. On the home page, I'm on the scholarship page right now, but on the home page, as soon as you go there, it's going to take you to this page. You're going to see this menu tab. It's going to click on this and it's going to drop down this menu box. So when you hit programs, you'll see everything that's going on right now. These are current programs that we have going on right now during COVID. Learning Pod is the in-person learning. We help your student stay focused, get their assistance while they need help, get their homework done, get the in-class work done. All of that is done at the Learning Pod. Beat Knocks Conference is for middle school and high school students who are interested in pursuing careers in music production, making beats, songwriting. That conference for them is on November 28th. Online classes available for students who want to just take acting classes. We have dance classes. We have other classes that are coming up in the spring, winter session in January. So make sure you check this part of the website if you want to just take classes. And last but not least, available to everyone who is listening and who you know who have kids. Steaming Meals is our home delivery meal kits. Those kits are not nasty school lunches that your kids are used to. I'm talking about some really good food from some local restaurants. We try in different restaurants around the region so that we can allow kids to try different things. And so we want to make sure that you have access to healthy, nutritious meals. The kids are out of school. That means you're spending more money on food. So we are going to help you with that. We have partnered with some amazing corporations and organizations to get you some food every week. All you have to do is click on that link and fill it out, and you'll have food next week. Okay? Right now, we are going to go to the Georgia Gateway. So if you have CAPS or even TANF or Medicaid or food stamps, these you already know that this is the Georgia Gateway where you would log in and put all your information in to apply for. These programs are all connected, guys. So if you qualify for one, generally qualify for another. So this SOLVE scholarship, generally, if you already have TANF or Medicaid, you most likely are going to qualify for SOLVE. Now, granted, this is for working parents, or maybe you're in college, you're going to school, and you need your own time. You just have to demonstrate either way that you are working or going to school. Higher preference is given to working parents because the goal is to get Georgia economy back running. So you click on apply for SOLVE. If you go directly to our website, it is already there. The link will take you straight to this page. Okay. So the first thing it's going to ask you is for the parent name. I'm going to do Jane Smith. Birthday 1988. Oops, not 1888. All right. Your gender, everything that has an asterisk next to it is mandatory. Now you notice that here, there's not an asterisk next to social security number because it's not mandatory. But if you have any other program, any other government funded program, EBT, TANF, anything, please, please, please put your Georgia Gateway client ID number here, because what you will end up doing is kind of speed raising your scholarship, basically. So it kind of makes your application like automatically approved. Everybody I see who put that gateway number in there and who don't have caps already are approved. If there is a second parent in the home, you put that person information here. That is not required though. It's a mandatory section. We just need one parent to fill that part out. Here, this is the required activity that must be done in order for, so let's say you're taking your GED classes. If you're taking your GED classes, well, you have to select that. And then you don't have to, you will put 0 in here. If you're doing school, you will put, I'm sorry, not 0. We're going to get down to this other part. But if you're working, make sure you select employment. There we go. Woo. And you will put amount that you make per week. Now, if you get paid every pay period and the pay period is 2 weeks, then you're just going to divide your paycheck into 2 so that you can have your weekly pay. So let's say your paycheck said $600. So that means you made $300 that week, and that is your average weekly gross household income. Number of people in the household, let's say you have 3, and then you just put your email and your phone number. Oh, no dashes. All right. So here's where you need to make sure that you check this box, because a lot of parents have been skipping this. After you enter your work information, you're going to check that box. Please confirm you accurately reported your work activity. Okay? Check the box. Go to your child's information. You got Joe Smith is 2014, first grader, boy, grade level, grade 1, school district. This is very important that you get this right, because the school district that you select is the school district that they determine whether or not you're qualified. So right now we're talking about Atlanta Public Schools. We know for a fact that Atlanta Public Schools are not open until January. So we will automatically assume that you are with the Atlanta Public Schools because we're Metro Atlanta based. But if you are in Cobb County, unfortunately, they have just removed Cobb County off the list because Cobb County has given the option for you to attend in person. And because it's not a forced option for you to stay at home, you are no longer qualified to receive SOLVE. You're no longer qualified to receive SOLVE. Now, you may be qualified for CAPS. If you qualify for CAPS, then you'll have to go through the gateway route. The gateway route, okay? You have to have your child's social security number. You know, they need that in order to process this. Is your child enrolled in a private or charter school? Sometimes your school district is not a part of this list, so you have to select yes. Let's say if you're with Atlanta Heights Charter School, well, they're not a part of the Atlanta public school system, so they will have to select yes. Okay, now when you get to this part, child care provider, depending on which location you're selecting for us, you will need to know this zip code, 30331. That will show you all our Atlanta locations. So the funny thing is that you would think they would have this in alphabetical order, but they don't. So this was what was throwing a lot of people off. This is not in alphabetical order, so you literally have to scroll down to find Artportunity Knocks, which is somewhere buried in here. Woo! This one is for the Artportunity Knocks at Atlanta Heights Charter School, and there's another one. Okay, this one's for Artportunity Knocks at Greenbrier Parkway. So let's just select Greenbrier Parkway because that's the location that's open. The location at Atlanta Heights Charter School is not open until school reopens, okay? So it's not open until school reopens. Now, please confirm that you have verified that the provider you chose above has the space to accommodate your child. So generally, you have already reached out to our location over at Greenbrier or Smyrna, and you would just ask them, hey, do you have space for a kindergarten, first grade? That tends to be the grade level that fills up the most. This is just even during the school year when there's no COVID. K first and second fills up the fastest for us. Generally, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh are open. Okay. And it is the case right now as of November 18th, 2020. Okay, if you have another child, you will have to select this button right here and add the same information that you have for the previous child. Make sure you have their social security numbers handy. All right. Please confirm that you have provided information for all children in your household currently enrolled in virtual school and in need of care. You have to click that box. Okay. You're going to put your address. You're going to put your address. You're going to put your city, county, Fulton. Let's say Fulton. Okay. One. Okay. And then the last part of this application is the uploading of your paycheck stub. So what I would do is take a picture of it first. So if you watched this video before you went onto the application, then you know that you can just look at this video, write down everything you're going to need to grab, and then go on to the application. So you're going to need your paycheck stub for the last 2 pay periods within the last 2 months. So it has to be at least 2 paycheck stubs and at least within the last 2 months. So this is November 18th. So the paycheck stubs can't be earlier than September 18th. Okay. So it could be any time frame within there. And you just need 2. Okay. So all you have to do is hit attach. And even if you're doing this from your phone, this is the same button. You will hit attach and then just select the document and let's see. Let's see what I have. Oh, this is a new laptop, guys. I don't have anything on here. But you get the gist of what I'm trying to do. You will attach the paycheck stub and it will show here after you hit attach. So if you don't see anything next to this, I'm sorry, it will show here. File name, document type, and then you'll be able to remove it or replace it. If it doesn't show there, that means it did not upload. So make sure you uploaded it, and it won't even let you go forward without it. So make sure you have that. And then you will type in your full name and hit submit. And that's it, guys. That's it. So just remember that there are 2 scholarships available. One is through the state. This is Solve. The other one is through us. That is on our website at opportunityknocks.org. Find that under programs and scholarship form. This is if you don't apply for Solve or you don't qualify for Solve, then you will come here. We will always guide you to apply for Solve, even if you think you don't qualify. There are people who make $50,000 a year who qualified because they have 4 kids. So just know that some people who may have not been qualified for CAPS are now qualified for Solve. All right. I thank you for your time. It's already been more time than I wanted to spend with y'all, but I hope that you were able to get the information that you needed today. Thank y'all, and I would love to see your kids at the Learning Pod. Bye.